Hey Pokemon fans, and welcome to the sixth installment of my Pokemon Leaf Green Randomizer Nuzlocke Challenge. And today we are going to face Gary and the Nugget Bridge and hopefully catch some new friends. I have 3 chances to catch some new buddies, and let's just see how this works. Now I'm going to go over here and get the Mega Punch and Mega Kick. Mega Punch is pretty good. It's got 80 base damage, normal top move. So I'm going to teach it to Nidaho, just because he's that awesome. And besides, he only knows like Peck, which is 30, and Double Kick and Poison Sting. He don't know that good moves at all, so I'm going to go ahead and teach him a good move. And then I'm going to go over here and get the Mega Kick and teach it to one of my pokes. I was actually thinking about leaving it, but I won't be able to get it until I get either Surf or Fly. So I'm just going to teach him to Duck. Just because he don't know any move besides Scratch and Confusion. I'm going to get rid of Disable because I don't ever use Disable. Not unless they start using Rollout or something like that, or Uproar, or Rage, or something that really gets their attack up. So I'm gonna get the TM Roar. I won't ever use it, so oh well. Finally, I make it to Cerulean City, where the Water Gym whore Misty is. Hells yeah, I like to heal up my Pokemon. Who wouldn't want to heal up their Pokemon? We hope to see you again. Yeah, my Pokemon will probably end up getting hurt, so I'll be back. Get out of my way. I hate it when the NPCs always do that. See, I was going to go to the left and catch me a new friend, but I didn't know what level Gary's Pokemon was. So I really want to battle Gary. And I'm going to go up here and get this super secret rare candy up here. So now I've got 2 of them I can use, just in case if I catch me a new buddy. If we go to the house to the right. Oh, wait. Yo, Ayden, you're still struggling along back here. I'm doing great. Here, let's see how your Pokemon has gotten, or whatever he says. Gary would like to battle. Gary sent out his Pidgeotto. Now I am battling this in set, so don't forget that. It may say, would you like to change Pokemon, but I keep on hitting no, even if I do want to change Pokemon. I'm hitting with Water Gun, and it does absolutely nothing, so I'm just going to go to my Pokemon and go to Nidaho. Just because he's got that Rock Tomb. And he got a crit. And he got poisoned by my poison points. Hells yeah. So I'm going to use Rock Tomb, and this should kill it off because Rock beats flying types any day. Super effective. Though, back in the day, back fighting Brock, before I knew Mankey could learn Low Kick at level 8, I ended up actually, getting a bunch of Pidgey and involving them to Pidgeotto and just keeps on Gust. Sand Attack, use one as Death Fodder and Sand Attack it to death, and then just keep on using Gust. And hopefully I'll beat him. Mega Punch the shit out of the Abra, got a crit. And then he's going to use his Rattata. So I'm like, no. I'm just going to end up Mega Punching you too. And bam! I'm sorry if it's a little laggy. I had to, whenever I recorded it, I had to, use the frame skip thing, full compressed thing. I don't know how you would call it. But I'm just gonna troll him a little bit, my War Turtle versus his Charmander. He's gonna growl me, but growl ain't gonna do nothing because I'm gonna use my water gun attack to just drown his Charizard or Charmander. And I thought that would kill him. So I'm just going to overkill him with a water gun. It's super effective. So Leonardo is going to gain quite a bit. I can't get him past level 20. Actually, I can get him past level 20. I just can't use him against Misty. Hey, guess what? I went to Bill's and got him to show me Pokemon. Blah, 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 blah. Fill up my Pokedex. He invented Pokemon storage. We already know that. And then he's gone, and then he's going to come back and give me the fame checker. Which, who really uses a fame checker? I mean, come on. The fame checker's only for noobs. We all know Lieutenant Surge took his Pokemon to war. And I'm just going to go down here and heal up my Pokemon real quick. And then I'm going to go to the left and catch me a new friend. Hopefully it won't be a water type, or hopefully it'll be a thunder type. That way I won't have no problem against Misty. Or at least a water type with water absorb ability. Because I actually had a Lapras my last Nuzlocke run, and it decimated Misty because all she could use was Swift on her Stormy, and I kept on body slamming it because Lapras has got the ability water absorb, and it's an Octillery, and my water type curse is coming to fruition. I really don't want to hurt it, so I'm just going to go ahead and yawn it and hopefully put it to sleep and catch it. But after this water gun right here, I'm just going to throw a Pokeball and just say fuck it. Because why not, you know. He's not even asleep yet. So he's going to use another water gun, thinking that he can take it down my Hobro. Finally falls asleep, so now I decide if his water gun ain't doing nothing, maybe my water gun won't do anything. And I get a crit, and I'm thinking about doing it again, but that crit was halfway, and if I get another crit, it'll kill it. So I'm just going to start tossing my balls at this Octopussy. And it don't catch it. He's still fast asleep, so I'm going to toss some more balls at him. I really hate these Pokeballs and wish I can hurry up and get some Great Balls or Ultra Balls and stuff like that. I actually like the balls in the 4th gen because you get the Dust Ball, which I think has a 3.5 times multiplier. The Great Ball's only got 1.5, and the regular Pokeball's just got a 1 times catch multiplier. So I finally caught this thing, and I'm going to name it Vaginal. And then, actually, I was going to name him Sir Vaginal or Miss Vaginal, but it's just going to be Vaginal because it sounds like a military name, and, you know, it's got the move, Oct something. I don't know what it's called. Octoozy or something like that. Oozy Aqua or something that starts with the O. It's a water type move, so it's pretty good. Okay, I've healed up my Pokemon. I'm gonna go down here to the mart, and I noticed I was low on some Pokeballs, so I'm gonna go ahead and get me some Pokeballs. That way, I know for a fact I can catch something if I run into it. I'm actually hoping I'd catch me a Raichu, because Raichu don't learn any moves once you catch him in the wild, because, you know, if you catch something with that evolves by a stone, he won't learn any new moves, but, you know, he automatically knows Thunder Punch, or Thunderbolt, my bad. And Thunderbolt is actually a really, really good move, plus it's a stab for him. So I'm just going to lead off with my Spoink or Miss Grumpers. That way, you know, I want to get it to level 20 before Misty. That way I can use it. Cause right now I'm thinking Miss Grumpers, and I really don't want to send Nido King. I'm really thinking Hobro, that way I can yawn it, and then I don't know, keep on hitting it with a tackle attack. Well, or a confusion, since it's her Starmie is part psychic. I have no worries about Star U. It's just the Star Me that I'm worried about, because it knows water poles, and that water pulse is deadly, especially if it confuses you too. Just gonna send out his Kakuna, so I'm gonna side beam that too. It's gonna be super effective because Psychic is super effective against Bug. And I'm just gonna go through the whole Nugget bridge basically with Miss Grumpers, because Miss Grumpers is that awesome. I always liked the Spoink and Grumpig. At first, whenever I first played Ruby and Sapphire, I never really did care much for a Spoink. I did catch it, but I did not realize the potential that it could be until one of my nuzlocke runs and I got a Grumpig. And then I was like, shit, it's got an insane special attack. And it's a really good sweeper. Like right now, I've got 2 walls and a sweeper. Which this right here is probably my sweeper. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head that would be a sweeper on my team. Finally grows up to level 18. And I think he's going to learn Psych Up. No, he don't learn it now. Learns it at level 19 then. Which anything would be better than Splash. I mean, come on, Splash is not a good move at all. I was told way back in the day Splash has I think a 0.1% chance of getting a one-hit KO, but I'm not sure. And besides, I think 3rd gen they took off the 1-hit KO, because you don't see anything like a fissure or anything like that. Which I like Gen 1's fissure. That was really cool. It may be 5 HP and barely hit the target, but once you hit it, it don't matter if it was a level 100 Dragonite. That bitch was going down. And another thing I'd like to talk about is one of the videos that I was going to upload, but I really don't feel like looking up all the pictures and stuff like that, so I'm going to talk about how Giovanni saved the world. Or tried to save the world. And you're the bad guy. See, when you're starting off your adventure, you just go along catching Pokemon and all that good stuff. But what if Mount Moon... Alright, just hear me out. We're going to go by the anime and the series itself. Now, what if Mount Moon, Mewtwo, or Giovanni learned about Mewtwo and thought that the only possible Pokemon, since Mew was a very old Pokemon, was fossil Pokemon, and maybe it could stop Mewtwo. But that plan failed because you stopped him and took the fossil for yourself. Preferably, I like the Helix fossil or the Dome fossil, that way I can get me a Kabuto. And then you go on your quest, and then you meet him again at the casino place, and then you stop him. Maybe he was just raising up money, that way he can, do more research and build a better containment unit for Mewtwo, because he broke out and destroyed the mansion on Cinnabar Island. But you stopped him. And finally he's learning Psych Up, so that's good. And then you get the Silph Scope from him, and then you go to Lavender Town, where Team Rocket is, trying to catch Ghost Pokemon, which is, a Psychic type's, weakness. But you stopped him again, because you stole the Silph Scope for yourself, and used it just to go and get the Poke Flute, so then you can get you a Snorlax and continue your journey. Well, then after that, you go on your quests and stuff like that. You go to Safari Zone, catch you some Pokemon and all that. Then you go back to Saffron City, where you find them again, where Gary's there. Maybe Gary's there for advice because he is one of the top trainers besides me, and he wasn't stopping him. Maybe he was consoling Gary to try to beat the one guy to try to get the Master Ball, the only known ball that can catch any Pokemon without fail, but you stopped him. Preferably, I like to use my Master Ball on Mew if I run into him through a Game Shark glitch or through the Miss No glitch, or I like Zapdos because Zapdos is pretty cool. And then I always just use my Ultra Balls on Mewtwo because it's a little bit more of a challenge. So you forwarded his thing, and then finally he gives up and then returns back to the gym to become the gym leader again, to follow his dream because he's not worried about Mewtwo no more because he went to the Cerulean Cave just to, chillax and stuff like that. But you ruin his dreams again by beating him, and then finally he just goes off his own way and quits trying everything, and you don't really get to battle him ever again unless you are playing black and white. And I think he is one of the trainers there at the battle tower thing. Finally, I beat him, and I did not join Team Rocket like I wanted to. So I'm going to go up here and get the TM Attract. Actually, I might teach that to someone just so then I can attract Misty's Stormy, which I don't even know what gender it is, so I have a 50-50 chance of failing on that. I'm pessimistic. And my new buddy is a Soul Rock, a fire psychic type with Levitate, which is pretty good. Which I liked him a lot better than Lunatone because you get the Sunny Day and Solar Beam, you're unstoppable. You really are. So I'm just going to, fuck around with him and use Confusion. Hopefully they don't kill him, which is not that effective. But, of course, I get the Confuse hacks on him. So now I'm just going to use one more Confusion as he hits himself again. And then I'm just going to try to yawn him to sleep. That way he don't kill himself. Because, yeah, the worst thing to do is actually have a Pokemon kill himself before you can even catch him. I'm actually hoping that, he hits himself one more time because that would be awesome. And besides, Solrock I think it has a really, really high catch rate. I know Lunatone does, but Solrock I think does too. So he's going to confuse me, which is going to do absolutely nothing because I have a high special defense. So I'm just going to start tossing my balls at him as he's asleep. 1, 2, 3, caught. Solrock was caught. And I always name my Solrocks all the same thing since, it is a soul rock. Soul like, the music. So I always named him Rockstar. Because, he's a rock. He looks like a star. He's got soul in his name. So he is a rock star. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to catch my new buddy. Because this is Route 25, as you can see. It's a new route, so that means a new buddy for me. I'm going to go over here and get this hidden, or this not well hidden Pecha Berry. Or Pecha Berry, or whatever you want to call it. And this is a Steelix, which I'm going to water gun him, which I think Steel types was, resistant against, water types, but I forgot he's Steel and ground, so I would have been really mad if I would have killed him. So I'm just going to yawn him as he uses his rock throw. And then I'm going to go to my bag and start tossing Pokeballs at him again. Because that's how you catch Pokemon. You beat the shit out of it, try to make it fall asleep, and then toss balls at it while it's asleep. Toss your balls at it. Which he does have a really, really high catch rate, so does Onyx. I learned that by watching Jay Witz's channel. He's doing a Pokemon Y walkthrough. I think it's Y. And he tries to catch him an Onyx, which has an extremely high catch rate. Which Steelix should have a extremely high catch rate too, because it's an Onyx with a steel coat on it. And I'm actually thinking that I'm not going to catch him anytime soon. So, yeah. Because it's only shaking like once or twice. And like I said, he's got a really, really high catch rate. So what I'm going to do is just going to keep on putting him to sleep and toss Pokeballs. And finally, I caught him. And there was a guy from my high school named Baron Steele. His last name was Steele, Steele. And I'm going to name him Baron after that, because I can't think of anything else to name him. Usually I name my Onyx Hardy Har, but since this is a Steelix, I'm going to name him Baron. So, because he's that cool. So I'm debating on whether to go back to the Pokemon Center or not. But since most of my Pokemon are fully healed anyways, I'm just going to jump right into the Pokemon battling this guy right here with a Machop and a Geodude. Which, after this, I think I'm going to battle Youngster Joey and his top percentage Rattata. I think Youngster Joey's Rattata is, his IVs are 31 and probably well EV trained. Because, I mean, how else can you get a top percentage Rattata? I mean, they're all the same. Well, unless you count Nature's in effect, too. So, yeah. He's going to send out his Geodude, which is perfect, because this is going to be super effective against my Water Gun. Or my Water Gun is going to be super effective against it. And then he's going to finally grow to level 18. And he's just got an insane amount, he's a well-balanced, sorry, I can't talk today. He's a well-balanced Pokemon. So, right here is Youngster Joey just chilling up there at the top. So, I'm just going to insult to injury and battle him with my Raticate, because he's got a Rattata. I think he also has a Zubat too, yeah. It'd be better if he had a Pidgey, So, his Rattata is level 15. My Rattles is level 17. He's going to try that quick attack bullshit, and I'm just going to Hyper Fang him. I think his Rattata knows Hyper Thing. Hyper Fang. Which now he's going to use his Spearow. My bad. I thought he had a Zubat. So I apologize for that. And I just now battled him. So, I mean, this is narrated. So I'm just going to Hyper Fang him too. And just go pow. If you notice, the background sprite of Hyper Fang and Mega Punch are the same. They both have that orange and yellow banner on the back of it. So now I'm going to switch out to my Hobro once more, even though I would like to keep my Rattles in. Oh no, I'm going to switch out to Grumpers. That way she can, level up to level 20, and that way I don't have to train them next episode. Because next episode I am going to take on the rest of these fools, talk to Bill, and then battle Misty. Or I might battle Misty first. It just depends on, the thing. And before I do that, I'm going to take a long, long time to think about what Pokemon I am going to try to battle Misty with. because Misty is a bitch in this game. She's like the Whitney of first gen Pokemon. Actually, she's not that hard in the red and blue game, and especially on yellow, she's very very easy. But in fire red, leaf green, she is really hard because she's got water pulse, and water pulse is I think 60 base damage. Plus, it's a water type, so she gets the stab, and then plus, it can also confuse you too. So, I'm really worried about that, because I've seen many of nuzlockers get their whole team wiped out. Which, I'm only going to send in 2 Pokemon with me to face her gym, or I'm gonna send all my Pokemon with me to face the gym. And then the gym leader, I'm only going to have just 2 Pokemon. Because that's all she has, is just 2 Pokemon. So finally my Rattles gains to level 18. So after about level 25, I'm going to have to ditch him or her. Because Rattles won't be no good after that. I'm going to go ahead and face this girl right here. Which she says my boyfriend is so cool, which I seriously doubt she's got a boyfriend whatsoever. I mean, why ain't they together? And it'd be better if she had a Nidoran female and the other guy that says my girlfriend is so cool had a Nidoran male. So that would be really awesome, Instead both of them have male and female. That way, it's kind of like a couples thing, Oh, I'm thinking about my next Nuzlocke randomizer might be Pokemon Full-Gen, Pokemon Elite Quest, or maybe something a little bit harder like Dark Horizon or Eruption. Actually, I like Eruption because you start off with a Cyndaquil. You don't get a choice at your starters. It's just you go and save Cyndaquil at first. I think I'm talking about the right game. I'm not sure. Which, Eruption it's a really good game. I've never beat it before. I'm halfway through playing it right now. I'm actually doing a randomized adventure because, if you hadn't beat a game, don't nuzlocke it because, that just makes it twice as hard. Because, yeah. But anyways, I'm going to heal up. And I'm going to finally end this video because it is 28 minutes long. Or 28 and a half minutes long. So, yeah. Like if you like. Comment if you like. Subscribe if you like. And also tune in next episode to see me either beat Misty or utterly fail. Because Misty is the water gym whore of Cerulean City. Alright. Thank you for watching, and peace.